What's up, Knicks Nation? We got a lot to talk about tonight on Knicks Nocturnal. Jose Alvarado returns home to the Big Apple after a series of trades that began with Yabusele, Dalen Terry, and now Jose Alvarado. We're going to talk about that and his potential impact. The Detroit Pistons. How many of you guys was on last night? We had an annoying guest from Detroit call up and spew a whole bunch of nonsense. And I told him, I said, hey, I got a game tomorrow. You better not lose that game. And guess what Detroit did? They lost that game. So tonight we're going to do a Detroit Pistons roast ahead of our showdown tomorrow. As far as Giannis, I know y'all see the title. Some of y'all were like, yeah, no Giannis, let's go. Oh. All I'm going to say is we better win the championship because now the stakes are high. And I'm going to tell you like this. I already see the game plan. I have to have a theory. Giannis to New York in the summertime. As far as Yabusele, big time salute to him as he journeys to Chicago. He had a big time game tonight. We're going to talk about Yabu's revenge. And of course, this was a trade deadline day, so we could go react to some of the deals and you guys could give your input on what you think. Who has the most smoke for the Knicks? We're going to talk about that tonight on Knicks Nocturnal. Let's get it. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes, man. Tell a friend that we live, man. What's going on? Big time salute to everybody that are in the chat early. I see you guys. I see Tendril. He said it never ends. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't end. Big time to the super producer, Maxine, in the place to be. I see my man Zach, channel member. All right, big time salute. We just did a powerful Knicks in 10 show. It was definitely lit. Man, we had a great time. It's definitely worth the rebroadcast or rewatch if you couldn't catch it, all right? And to all you people that's saying that we can't get Giannis, okay, we're going to see about that. This is a call-up show, so you guys could call up 646-995-8389 and voice your opinion. Got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Yabu's revenge. Yabusele was balling out tonight. What do you guys think about Yabu? Do you guys care about Yabu? He's out of here. He's gone. Vamoose, sayonara. You know, it was great having you, but, you know, we had to, put it to an end. So what do you guys got to say about Yabusele? I'm trying to close my windows. They don't want to close. I want to go look at his box score to see exactly what he did tonight with the Chicago Bulls. I forgot he got traded last night. It's crazy how fast he can play, after a trade. Some guys, they wait like 2, 3, 4, 5 days. I know you got to undergo a physical, but the Bulls was like, screw that. We about to get you and then play you. He got 33 minutes off the bench, and Yabu had 15 and 11. This is the best game that Yabu has had this year. 33. First off, the most minutes he ever got. 33 minutes. Oh my God. That is crazy, man. But 11 rebounds, that is the shocker though, because this man is not a rebounder. He is not a rebounder. Did we make a mistake letting Yabusele go? I don't think he'll make us pay because, the Bulls are trash. Nonetheless, he did go to Chicago, man. What say you? 646-995-8389. I'm not gonna lie. When we first did the trade, I wasn't feeling it. But that was, of course, before we found out what happened to Deuce McBride. Definitely, we got to send some love to Deuce McBride because, he's going to get some surgery. So we got to wish him a nice, successful surgery, man. And I do hope that, he has a speedy recovery and he returns, with the superstar energy that he brings, guarding 94 feet and all of that. So I get it. So now I get what the purpose of the deal was for. And I'm wondering, and this could be a question that we could discuss. Would the Knicks have made the trade had Deuce wasn't hurt? Yabu might still be a Knick right now. Now, I'm not saying that I necessarily wanted Yabu to be a Knick, but I'm just saying, if the brother going to be putting up 33 minutes and getting 15 a night, that's something that we could have used. But for some reason, Yabu could never get that time. I get it. He wasn't looking the best. But at the end of the day, it is what it is with Yabu, man. It is what it is with Yabu. Definitely wish him the best, though. 100%. So what do you guys think, man? Call up 646-995-8389. Voice your opinion. We're talking about the trades. Yabu. Matter of fact, I could take a look at some of the deals that took place as well. Let's see. I'm on Shams right now. I don't like to go on. Hold on. I'm not going to go to Shams. But I had a window. I got so many windows open. I can't wait to get to my Detroit window. We about to light Detroit on fire tonight. Man, I've been doing my scouting report. I'm telling you, man, I think the Pistons is fooled, y'all. Let me see. I don't think Shams gives a good breakdown. Hold on. There's a website that I go on that gives you all the deals that went down. By the way, if you just joined the show, this is Knicks Nocturnal. We're talking about a plethora of topics, not just Giannis. I'm going to get the Giannis. No worries. But if you want, you could call up 646-995-8389. Right now, we was talking about Gershon Yabusele. He got his revenge tonight. He had his best game of the season in his first game in Chicago. Maybe proving the point that we just didn't use the brother right, So, man, I don't know. It's just, we'll see. It's one game, so, we'll be able to pull it up and see exactly what he does. I will be watching, you know what I'm saying? So I will be watching to see what he does from the side, from the side. ESPN got ESPN. ESPN has the best. ESPN has the best. So these are the deals. So Boston traded my cousin's cousin, or my relatives to my cousin. He got traded. Xavier Tillman. He got traded to Charlotte. So Boston got him up out of here. Boston made a whole lot of moves trying to get better. But some of these moves, like this Malachi Branham and Tyus Jones, like, okay, the two guards. Why are we trading two guards, a guard for a guard? I don't know. The Pacers getting Zubac was interesting. Kobe Brown. Is this the same Kobe Brown is this the 6'10" dude that we was talking about that we could have had? Nah, this is a different dude. Yeah, it's a different dude. Nah. But for Benedict Mathurin, they gave up on Benedict Mathurin. I wonder if it's because they was going to have to pay him. The Pacers don't like to pay nobody. Brooklyn Nets, they get a forward, Hunter Tyson from the Nuggets. Don't really know much about him. Of course, we did the Jose Alvarado deal. We're going to get into that in a second as well. I'm curious to see exactly, what he brings to the table. I know he has that fire inside, but we're going to discuss that. Milwaukee Bucks, they got Nick Richards. Now, can someone explain to me why the Bucks got Nick Richards? I'm confused by this move. I need one of you guys to explain how that happens. What is it? Because I see the Bulls get Nick Richards, but then it says the Bucks getting it. So how does this work? I'm confused. I didn't understand the Nick Richards move, right? Yeah, I don't get it. I'm just gonna get the hell about. And then Phoenix gets Cole Anthony. I don't understand that. I don't. A lot of these moves I just don't understand. I really don't. Then Eric Gordon, I didn't even realize he still was in the league. He goes to Memphis, and they do a second-round pick swap. You know that people were having fun playing NBA 2K when you see a second-round pick swap. How often do you see a second-round pick swap? Okay. Then the Lakers get Luke Kennard. What? Another dude that doesn't play no defense. It's like the Lakers didn't learn from the beatdown that we gave them. What the hell is going on? Then DeSumo went to Minnesota for Rob Dillingham, but DeSumo is not a pure point guard, though. He's not really a pure point. Like, all right, he could play a little point guard, but he's a combo guard. So they got like a whole bunch of they don't got a real point guard. They got a whole bunch of combo guards. I wish the best for them. The good thing is that they all play defense. So they got a very strong defensive lineup, if you ask me. I would say that's one of the pros. But look at this. Second-round picks. 4 second-round picks. 4 second-round picks for DeSumo. Okay. And, of course, this is the trade we just talked about with Yabu going for Dalen Terry. It is what it is there. Trace Jackson Davis. I thought he was getting work out there in Golden State, but I guess they just gave up on him. And then the Warriors get another injury-prone old guy. I don't know, man. You just can't. You just can't make this up, man. Atlanta kind of came up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Atlanta came up on the low, even though they got a whole bunch of 6'7" dudes and no 7-footers. But I'm starting to feel like Atlanta came up. As far as the Tyus Jones deal, this is another deal that made no sense to me either. It's like, why is Charlotte moving in it? But Jones got traded later, right? Is that what we read? I'm just trying to make sense of this, y'all. Yeah, he got traded later for Branham. So I guess a lot of these guys, they were supposed to be traded to different teams, and they got stuck. Like the deadline came and was like, oh, that's it. No more deals. So now you're stuck where you are. I didn't see DeRozan get waived yet. Did DeRozan get waived? I know everybody's waiting to see what happens with DeRozan. But yeah, it was a weird day for trades, man. The only team to me that made good, well, I like what Atlanta did. Boston's moves made sense. That's really it. I mean, the Knicks, I mean, we did get Alvarado. All in all, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to make of it. It's just a lot of dudes you never heard of before getting traded. You seeing second-round pick swaps, 4 second-round picks for a dude. Like, what the hell is going on? Let me know. 646-995-8389. Call up. I'll be back with more of your calls after this special message. It's going down Friday the 13th, the first ever of its kind. The 24-hour live stream that we're going to do, we're going to break history. This is the Knicks Fanathon. The only way to catch this live stream is to come to the YouTube channel because, listen, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Right now, we're around 2,200. The goal is to boost this up to a high level. And listen to me. I am prepared to go more than 48 hours if I had to, because the goal is to take this channel to 10,000. And look, I'm prepared and I'm ready. It's going to be an action-packed show. We're going to have a lot of special guests. You're going to want to make sure you tuned in all the shows you love, from the Blue and Orange Brunch to Level-Headed Knicks Talk to Knicks Nocturnal to Where There's Smoke, There's Fire Fridays. Listen, all of the shows is going down on a special day. We're going to bring in All-Star Weekend and celebrate it the right way. You can only do so by making sure you tap in, subscribe, share this with a friend because they want to also be a part of this history because it's the first of its kind. And I look forward to seeing you there Friday the 13th. Big time salute to the first ever 24/7 live stream in the Knicks community. Definitely check it out February 13th. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Of course, if you're not subscribed, we need you to hit that subscribe button. That's the only way to make sure you're going to be there so you get all the notifications. And what we noticed recently is that 56% of our subscribers or viewers in the last 28 days are not subscribed. So listen, y'all got to help us out. Y'all watching the channel, it don't make no sense. You might as well hit the subscribe button so you get all the notifications and hit that like button as well so more cool Knicks fans can check out the content. But yo, listen, I'm not going to tell you which hater it was, but one of the Detroit haters said, I respect y'all team. You should go to the finals, especially in the playoffs, which is different. We ain't battle tested enough. I tell everyone in Detroit, y'all going to the finals. Big time salute to Detroit. Hold up. Because look, they bowed now. Hold on. I got to give that a salute. He said we going to the finals. Detroit, one of the Detroit, I'm not going to tell you which one. I text him. I said, yo, man, I'm going to call you back, man. You going to answer? We all going to call Detroit hater number 2 in a second. But I do got a Knicks fan that just called up. My man, I had to get him on the line during the break. But I'm telling you right now, y'all, they copping please, but they're listening. Let's see if my man still answers the line. Once again, 646-995-8389.
Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, man? Rock from the ATL.
Okay, what's going on, man?
It's a lot, man. You know, I'm stirring up the pot on these streets, you know, with the Giannis stuff. But where you want to go? What you want to talk about?
Talk about these trades, man. Yo,
Let's go.
we're gonna see what Cade made of when you getting picked up 94 feet in game 1 of the playoffs against us consistently over and over and over again.
Facts.
The offense ain't built for him not to be that active. They ain't got enough support scoring wise. So we're gonna see, because you know what Alvarado gonna do.
Oh man. Yo, it's just like I didn't want to see Deuce go down, but it just seemed like he's the perfect replacement.
Perfect. And I thought about you because I know you said, damn, we probably got smaller. But you know what I'm saying? But we picked him up because he's gonna be right at the point of attack, negating
Right.
a lot of the attack from different teams, man.
Right.
So, but you know, you see what Boston and Indiana did, right? You know that was because of us, right? Trying to bolster up their middle because they know
Hell
what
yeah.
we do in the middle. Yeah,
Hell
everybody's doing
yeah.
that now. You have to give Zubac and you have to give Vucevic.
Yeah.
Because they know we got a 2-headed monster in that paint, man. That's the only way they're gonna survive.
100%.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
They still gonna get worked out though, so it not even gonna help. I ain't trust me, they gonna get worked out.
I don't even know who running point for Boston nowadays, but they threw in these playoffs. One man wear them down, coming off that bench.
Simons was their ball handler.
Yeah, they had the
off the bench.
Yeah, they chipped him off. Yeah. So I don't know, but we should make it to the finals, man. No problem, bro.
I'm riding with that. I'm definitely riding with that. I think that you know, we got a great chance of getting there. The team is responding well, you know, so I'm happy. And now the defense is seeming to catch up. Like there's been a resurgence in the defense. You know, I did a big show on that earlier. So that's the key right there.
Yeah. Like you said before, Detroit mess around, run into Philly, they might not get past them. Because Joel about to do something nasty to him.
Come on, dude. If Joel Embiid is healthy, if he's halfway healthy, it's over.
Because Durant and what's the other dude name?
Stewart.
Stewart. They too small for him.
Too small, and they gonna get fouled out.
Yep, they ain't got nothing to do but foul him all day.
Oh, that he gonna be catching it with them little subtle head fakes, all that mid range, all of that. Yeah, they done.
10
Did they win the game today?
I don't know. I'll check the score though.
Okay.
I'll check the score. Big time salute, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Have a good one.
All right. That's my man rocking the ATL. So look, the Detroit hater that sent me that message, he's working, so he can't get on. He can't get on. I'm gonna try Detroit hater number 2 though, because he said I could call him anytime. Didn't he say that yesterday, y'all? Detroit hater number 2 said that. He was talking all high and mighty. Oh, I told him, I said, don't lose. Don't lose, Detroit. Let's see if I can get this brother on the line. Hold on. Oh man, this is gonna get interesting, y'all. It's gonna get interesting. Let me get this Detroit hater number 2, aka Skywalker. What's his name? Skywalker, Starwalker, whatever his name is. We're gonna try to get him on the line. Let's see if he answers.
Yo.
What's going on? Oh, you answered, man. Big time. Let's go. So what did I tell you yesterday about these Pistons, man? I said y'all better not lose to the Wizards, man.
You called me after a loss? You bum.
Yes, I'm calling you, brother. I'm calling you. Hey, it's shine time.
You didn't play us, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to know what happened tonight. Could you edify me?
Duran got hurt with a knee.
So now we got injury excuses.
We didn't get blew out. We got hurt. Oh, we didn't make no excuses when we blew you out. We blew you out with, bro, we play you tomorrow.
And what do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
What you think? You think you're going to beat us tomorrow?
Man, we going to smack y'all tomorrow.
Bro,
do you see what we
played Washington? We played Washington tight early this year. We barely
I
beat
know.
them last year, bro. All right.
You know what we did to Washington?
We got 13 losses, bro.
But do you know what we did to Washington?
Losses.
But do you know what we did to Washington? You want me to tell you? 132 to 101.
I forgot
in
to
Washington.
Save your number in as your number.
Oh, okay.
No,
my bad. My bad.
You good? Talk.
Yeah. I should have texted you first, but it's all good. But you said I could call you anytime. That's why I called.
No.
Okay.
You good. I'm in Atlanta. We on the same time, buddy.
No doubt.
It's not.
All right. I respect that.
We lost. Listen, brother. We lost. I'm not gonna make no excuse. I told you that if we lose, I'm a man up and say we lost. But we didn't lose to you. So while you bragging on them beating us, you didn't beat us, bro. We undefeated against you this year.
I'm not bragging, man. Listen, we roasting the Pistons tonight, man. It's Pistons roast night.
Roasting the Pistons.
We roasting the Pistons tonight, man. It's your night to get roasted.
Let me ask you a question. What happened to Giannis?
Oh, that's coming in the summer. It's coming in the summertime, brother. Trust me, I got a whole theory I'm going to lay out.
I told you. No, you already laid it out, bro. Stop it. You laid it out.
Summertime, brother.
First of all, he losing money coming in the summer. You know that. He get a better deal now.
Nah, because no, but it don't matter. His rights turn over. His bird rights turn over in the trade.
But how does that work for y'all, right? When y'all trying to win this year?
Well, because this is when the Milwaukee Bucks realize that he's not going to re-sign, and it gets close to that time, they're going to fold and be like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Oh, we got to accept the package. Oh, let's just send him to New York. That's what's going to happen.
Contract for another year with Milwaukee. He just hasn't signed. He's just not going to re-sign because it's going to be
right
$275. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
and Milwaukee's going to get desperate.
This is the thing I'm saying to you though. How are you going to get that? How are you going to get that out of a Hey, you got me on the time.
Yeah, you're on the timer, brother. Tomorrow.
How you gonna?
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow. Big time.
Good shit. Yeah, for sure.
Good stuff. That's Detroit number 2 is a good sport. I like Detroit number 2. He is a good. Only reason why I called him like that because he said we could call him anytime. I'm gonna try to text the other Detroit haters. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because they didn't say I could call him anytime. But Detroit hater number 5, he's at work. But I'm gonna text the other Detroit haters. Listen, we got like 6 of them locked in here. So I told them don't lose. 646-995-8389. But see, what he don't realize is this. You know what we do to the they struggle with the Washington Wizards. They went to overtime the first time around. See, I'm doing my scouting on the Detroit Pistons, right? I just started. See that? See that right there? I just started. I literally just started doing my scouting on them, right? Because I was busy doing shows today, preparing for the Knicks at 10, right? So I'm listening to the broadcast, right? They say, yo, the Detroit Pistons lead the NBA in single point victories with 21. I said they got 21 single point victory. Do you know what we do to opponents? We got 20 blowout victories. We probably lead the league in blowout. No, maybe OKC might be ahead of us, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're right behind OKC in blowouts. We got 20 blowouts, double-digit joints. They bragging about 21 single digits. No, we get you up out of here, dog. We ain't trying to go to. This is our first time going to overtime. Detroit go to overtime every other game, dog. They ain't about that. Like listen. I'm studying their team. They also can't shoot the three ball either. Oh my God. How you gonna beat us and you can't shoot the three? You gonna get cooked, but dog. Look, you're not gonna have success just barreling your way consistently to the basket, especially against the Knicks, when we had the number 1 paint defense in the last 10 games, number 1 paint defense, well, number 4 paint defense overall all year. You're not just gonna continue picking. Yo, they are a nightmare matchup. Salute to my man, one of the other Detroit haters that said, yo, y'all got us, yo. Y'all going to the finals. I'm telling everybody in Detroit. Yo, he said, y'all going. I couldn't believe it. Same one talking spicy on the line. Listen, man, this is what I keep telling y'all, bro. The Knicks, man, yo, we got the best team in the East. I don't give a damn about the regular season, y'all. But we got let me text Detroit hater number 4. Hold up. Let me text Detroit hater number 4. I'm gonna say, yo, what's up, man? You want to call up the show? Yeah, I want to see what these guys talk about. Yo, these dudes be texting me all different times throughout the day, bro. It's crazy. Like when I'm live, they always got a message to send. They real quiet tonight, boy. Except that other hater. You know what I'm saying? But 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. I want to talk about. Hold on. Make sure I'm on point. We talked about Yabu's revenge. We reviewed some trades. We're in the midst of the Pistons roast. I want to talk a little bit about Jose Alvarado. I want to put him on research mode. Uh-oh. I do got to call her before I get to Jose. What's going on, Moses?
Yo, what's going on? Hold on 1 second. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother.
All right. Well, listen, I have to call in. I have to tell you Detroit fans to shut up, because we gonna win. We gonna beat y'all in the playoff anyway. You understand?
Okay.
So let me tell you this. Let's not even talk about it for a second. Listen, y'all Detroit Pistons people, y'all not beating Philly. Y'all not beating Philly. You're not beating Boston. You're not beating other teams. You're not beating. I'm talking about the East itself in the postseason. You're not beating. Well, Cleveland, if they're on point, because don't forget they just got James Harden. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how you think they're gonna play with James Harden?
I'm not scared of them. I don't think no team in the East could see us. That's been my energy. I've been consistent all year. Now in the regular season, the Detroit Pistons got the best record. But yeah, that's it.
Again, how many times we seen the best get knocked out by the lowest team? Like,
that's a fact. We saw it last year.
Like you saw what happened with Cleveland last year. They were number 1. They got bounced out by Indiana.
That's a fact.
So and we got, and then I'm gonna tell you this again, y'all Detroit Pistons fans, you enjoy the regular season now. Y'all not beating Detroit. Y'all not beating Boston. You're not beating us. You're not beating Philly. And you're not, definitely, Orlando's on point and focus. You're not beating Orlando. So how in the world, what makes y'all think y'all gonna just go to the Eastern Conference if we can't get past these teams? But I want to talk about this. I heard they just made a trade. Is it true that the Knicks made a trade yet or not yet?
Yeah, we made a trade. Yeah.
Who did they get?
We got Jose Alvarado. But first we traded Yabu for this kid, Dylan Terry. Then we traded that kid for Jose Alvarado.
What's your thoughts on those players? I'm not too sure about them.
Well, Alvarado is important because Deuce McBride's getting surgery. He won't return till like maybe during the playoffs or something like that.
Yeah, and what about the other one?
So Alvarado, you know, he plays defense. You know, he's from New York. He's from Brooklyn, so he gonna bring that New York energy. He guard 94 feet. He only 6'1" though, 6 feet. He like kind of short, but he plays defense though, and he fight hard. He a scrapper too. He's tough. He got that New York energy. He ain't going for none of that small. He a dog. He's small, but he's a dog.
Like I wonder, can that dude jump high and block 7-footers? That's what he does.
Nah, he's 6 foot, man. But Moses, I appreciate the call, my brother.
Yo,
Take care, man. Have a great night, all right? Big time salute. It's my man Moses calling up, man. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. We talking about these New York Knicks, man. And I want to talk about my man Jose representing the town. Coming back home. You know what I'm saying? Couple of things about Jose Alvarado. You know, he's somebody who plays hard, bro. All the time. This kid never takes a game off. Now, I haven't really watched him much this year because, I mean, the Pelicans are trash. But from what I saw from him, you know, he always hustles, bro. 6 foot, 179 pounds. Like I said, he's a small guy. You feel me? They call him Grand Theft Alvarado because he gets steals. That's what his he's known for. That's what his rep is for. He's only 27 years old. And I think I think his contract is still a pretty favorable one. He went to school 4 years, came in 2021, and he signed. Okay, so he has a player option for next season. I don't know if he's going to activate that player option, but he might have to because point guards are a dime a dozen. Not Jose. I'm not saying Jose is a dime a dozen. Nah, big time salute to Jose. He's a valuable piece. I'm just saying point guards in general. Like, that's the hardest position. So because of that, I don't know if he'll opt out. I think he would opt into the contract. That's all I'm trying to say about Jose. I think he will take this to try to get his weight up because, you know, you coming in mid-season during the trade, you want to get your weight up to command the salary. The only way I could see him doing this, like if he really balls out and like really helps us off the bench and takes us to another level, that's the only way I could see him opting out, trying to get more money. But I think your safe bet is to take the contract that's in front of you because the way the league is set up, man, with all these young boys coming out and, you know, all of these kids that come out of college later, like now you could get a senior, you know, somebody that's played so many years in college. These guys coming into league ready because they're getting paid in college, so they're staying in college. So now you might get you a dude that's seasoned and, you know, for cheaper. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You get you a second-round pick, you pay him $2 million versus Jose Alvarado $5 million, for example. So I think because of that, he should stay. He went to Christ the King, by the way. Big time salute to Christ the King, all the people from Queens. That's, you know, that's one of Queens' big schools right there. So this is what he's doing this year. He's averaging just under 8 points. He's only shooting 41.8% from the field. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that. But 36.3% from the three-point line, I take that. 3 assists. What happens to Tyler Kolek? The plot thickens. The plot thickens because Tyler Kolek, man, he's somebody who benefits when Brunson goes down, Deuce goes down. He finally gets time. But I talked about this on the Knicks and 10 show earlier. I said, look, Kolek's defense is a problem. And when you're going into the postseason, you're going to want to deal with somebody who can, you know, deal on the ball a little bit more serious. One thing that Rock said that I agree with was the on the ball defense. But I don't know if Jose is tall enough or big enough to deal with Cade. Cade that dude is a tank, man. He's like 6'7", 220 something pounds. I don't know if that's Jose's assignment. I put Jose on any of the other guards though, the Jenkins and all them other guys. Yeah, that's his work right there. But Cade is kind of a different monster. I think with Cade, that's going to be Landry Shaman, Mikal Bridges. That's going to be more of their work right there. And so my only concern with Jose is not nothing with his ability to play basketball, because he definitely could hoop. My problem is size, bro. I don't want to see no 3-point guard lineups, bro. I really don't. I was going to save Jordan Clarkson for tomorrow, but if y'all want to talk about Clarkson tonight, y'all can. But my question for tomorrow was going to be, listen, what's going to happen with Jordan Clarkson? Does his spot become available again? And if so, what do we risk? What do we risk with Clarkson in the lineup? But bringing it back to Alvarado, I think that I'd rather have him than Kolek. Not because Kolek ain't nice or Kolek can't be better than Alvarado. I just think Alvarado's experience, I don't think Alvarado has playoff experience. So let's see. Oh, well, no, he went to the playoffs twice. The first year, 6 games, they got cooked. And then the other year, 2024, they got cooked in 4 games. So, I mean, he got cooked, but look, he played 19.5 minutes in the postseason. He averaged 8, only 1 assist, but he averaged 8. And then the next year, he didn't really average much, even though he played 15. So I guess the 2024 was a bad year, so to speak. 15.5 minutes, only 1.8 points. But at least he has experience playing in the playoffs. Can we say the same thing about Kolek, if not just garbage time? Because, with Coach Tibbs, you're not going to get no run. So Kolek doesn't really have the postseason experience to take us over the top. So that's why this move just makes so much sense. And also the plus minus with Brunson and Kolek was not the most impressive. If you want to see more about that, all you got to do is go watch the Knicks in 10 show that I did earlier. But the plus minus is not the Brunson and Kolek is not looking as good as Deuce and Brunson looks. And so because of that, they had to go and make this move to go get this guy who is someone who could, fit in the system a little bit better, especially into the postseason. So, I mean, once again, 646-995-8389, call up. I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are on Jose. I'm seeing a lot of mixed reactions on Jose. GTA, let me see how much steals he's averaging. Because they're going to call you GTA, you need to at least average 1.5. Okay, so he started out 1.2, 1.3. Now he's 0.9. 21 minutes. Okay. I guess he's still GTA. He's always in New York every summer. He's hooping in Dykeman. He's in New York every summer. So this is like probably a dream come true for him, because now he could be in the town. Now, my other concern is, and I never heard nothing off the court with Jose, and I'm not trying to put that jacket on him at all. I'm definitely not. But hopefully, he can stay focused on the court. Sometimes the hometown kids, not just the New York kids, but the hometown kids can get a little distracted with being at home. Oh, come here, come there. Oh, we got this for you. Oh, you going back to the old neighborhood. And, as long as it doesn't, detract from his game, then I think it'll be okay. But with given the circle, like if we would have got Jose and Deuce would have been healthy, I would have spazzed out. But because Deuce is hurt, it only makes sense. It only makes sense. Kolek is not, he's not ready for that. We won't know if he's about that life until he gets the opportunity. But right now, I'm not risking the NBA Finals on Tyler Kolek. I don't think I'm doing that. Yeah. Him trying to figure it out, dribbling all wild. Nah. You know, and I don't think that I want to take that chance, y'all. So I think we're going to love Jose. Because even if his offense is not that good, like him getting buckets, he does everything else, though. I mean, he works hard. He does a great job staying in front of the ball. And he's just a hard worker. He's going to work hard. And, you know, Josh Hart going to co-sign him because Josh Hart and him played together before. And when Josh Hart was with the Pelicans. And, you know, that'll be a great adjustment for him having Josh Hart in New York City as well. Somebody you know, somebody you rock with. I think this was the best move. I mean, maybe right now, and I know this might sound contradictory, but maybe they just believe that Mo Diawara, they trust him a little bit more if they had to use a 6'10 guy in the rotation. Now, I'm not saying that Mo Diawara is going to get playoff run, but I expect to see a lot more Mo Diawara, to be honest, because he's the only other 6'10 guy you got on your bench now. Yabusele's out of here. That's why I didn't want to trade Yabusele for a guard. I wanted to trade a guard for a guard. You know what I'm saying? But maybe, you know, during the deadline, teams are extra picky. And that's what it looked like to me. It looked like teams were extra picky, man. Like, it looked like teams were not really trying to part ways with certain pieces, or they had expectations on pieces that other teams was like, are you serious? Like, a whole bunch of delusional GMs out there. And that's why you're seeing 4 second-round picks, second-round pick swaps. I didn't even know they did that like that, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild to me. So I think Jose was the right move, though. I would have loved to get Sadiq Bey, but nobody wanted Yabu. And then another thing with the Yabu trade, too, is like, hold on, let me see if I can put this on the screen, too, because I got the source, right? And it says something that I was kind of bothered by. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it is what it is. Let me see if I could get it. It was something in regards to Yabu. Let me see if this is it here. Yabu having to give up some money, man, in the deal. Hold on, I'm going to get it. But yeah, he had to give up some money in the deal, man. And I'm like, well, why the brother has to give up money? I got it. Hold on, let me get this on the screen. This is wild to me. This is wild. Hold on, y'all. Once again, anytime y'all want to call up, 646-995-8389, call up. Or you can send in a super chat or a Cash App as well if you can't call up and you want me to go over your message. But look, hold on, let me show you something. So you see this right here? So when they were working out the deal, they amended his contract, bro. Removing the player option in order to facilitate the trade. That's crazy to me. Hold on, man. That like, what? Yabu's a great guy, yo. For him to give that money up, it's either he's a great guy or he has another deal lined up overseas. Because that was the rumor that he might go overseas, back to Europe somewhere or somewhere over there to go get a deal. But I don't know. Something about this just rubbed me the wrong way, man, because this brother had a goal to get an NBA pension, and now it's kind of robbed from him. Because think about it. No matter how much he balls out in Chicago, they're not going to offer him no money. They're not going to offer him a bag. So he amended his contract, bro. I don't know if I could do it. I know you get blackballed and things of that nature, But damn, that's a lot of money to give up, bro. And you know what it also shows me is that he really wanted out of New York City. I'm gonna give up the $5 million to leave New York. Was Precious Achua wrong? Was he wronged rather? What's going on, Yuri?
This is Yuri.
How you feeling, brother?
Let's go. Oh man. Good, brother. Good. Giannis trade.
Yes, sir. Where you want to go?
That trade, Milwaukee effed up that one big time. If there was a time to trade Giannis, no matter who was going to get him, this was the time. Could have gotten a lot of good deals out of other teams.
Mm.
And now you didn't trade him. Now Giannis is going to have all the leverage in the world.
Bingo, Yuri. You stealing some of my thunder, man. Bingo.
It's a win-win for the Knicks anyway. Knicks don't. I even talked about this with LV too.
Exactly.
It's a win-win for the Knicks anyway. Knicks make the finals. They lose in the finals. Okay, get Giannis.
Right.
Or run it back. You got all the options in the world. Hey, you made the finals. Ain't no one can say crap now. Or Knicks don't make the finals. Hey, let's go get Giannis.
Exactly.
It's a win-win for the Knicks, and it was perfect by Leon Rose. Perfect.
Yep. Sometimes you got to read in between the lines, Yuri.
Leon knew exactly what he was doing. All the reports that the Knicks were being outsiders.
Right.
No, come on. They had some truth. They had some truth to it. There was some truth to it.
No. I was not debating whether or not other GMs felt that way. I just thought that I couldn't imagine Ian feeling that way. But go ahead.
Nah. Leon Rose and World Wide West, they probably discussed it with James Dolan. I think Leon does want Giannis. I even talked about it at LV too. You know, yeah, the calf injuries is a ticking time bomb. I'm not really worried about that. We got the best medical staff in the world.
That's what I always say. We got the best staff. Why are we worried about? You got OG Anunoby. You gave him $200 million. Mitchell Robinson, we about to give him money.
And OG's played his best freaking season.
Right.
That he's had so far. Healthy,
right.
So, hey, listen. LV said it. Listen, me and LV had a good talk about it. If the Knicks make a finals, they can do whatever they want. They could trade for Giannis. They could choose to pass up Giannis. They can choose anything they want.
100%.
It's a win-win no matter what for the Knicks. Win-win.
Exactly.
You can't go
exactly.
wrong with that. It's a win-win. Beautiful play by Leon Rose. I want to talk about the Jose Alvarado trade, but I'm running out of time. All I'm going to say is masterclass. Masterclass by Leon.
Masterclass. 100%. That's what we need.
Later, Karan.
Big time salute, Yuri. I appreciate you. Yo, Yuri set it off because, you know, he was definitely going with part of what my angle is. I think that Giannis is still on the way. In fact, I think that the chances are heightened to get Giannis in the offseason. The only way that Giannis won't come to New York is if the Knicks win the championship. And they feel as though we don't need Giannis to get back to the finals. See, that is the other part of the equation that I don't think that a lot of Knicks fans think about. Do you believe that you can get back to the championship because all of the champions made the vital mistake of not getting better? Every single one of them, from LA, Milwaukee, Golden State, Denver, Boston, OKC, if they lose this year, they didn't get better. Now, OKC did do the trade for the young bull, what's his name, McCain out of Philly, but that ain't the move, y'all. That ain't the move to get me to the championship again and win. That ain't the move. The move would have been, all right, I'm going to go get a real another good power forward like a Nas Reed. Somebody with size that could play the 4 off the bench because that's what they don't got. See, they didn't shore up their hole. They need some more height in the front court besides Chet and Hartenstein can't do it all themselves. That's one of OKC's weaknesses is that power forward matchup. They could have used the Nas Reed or Bobby Portis. That's what they really need. They need somebody like that at the 4. They don't got that at the 4. So if they lose, part of the argument would be that they did not move to get better. So even if we win the championship, I think there's still a world where we go get Giannis. Why not? In my world, I'm going to go get Giannis. What say you? 646-995-8389. I'm going to get into the sound bite too, because this is hilarious. Hold on. Let me just make sure my system right. Hold on. I'm going to get into the sound bite. Hopefully, y'all wasn't hearing no crazy sounds. I don't think I don't, because I don't got no audio here. But I want to play this, all right? Let me make this little quick adjustment. So, oh damn. Is that hold on, sorry, y'all. Not technical difficulties. I'm just gonna make sure I'm on point. So Giannis Antetokounmpo put up this post. Legends don't chase, they attract. Legends don't chase, they attract. What the hell does that mean? Because the report was you wanted to leave Milwaukee and you're still in Milwaukee. So who in the hell did you attract? Are we playing mind games, Giannis? I don't know. That's to me, I mean, I could tell he wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't the publicist that wrote that. I could tell he wrote this. But look.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
How many of you guys remember that from that movie? I'm not going to play the whole clip. But how many of you guys remember that Wolf of Wall Street, that scene in particular? Why would he choose that movie to reference him not leaving? Do you really think that that was the best reference to make? Like, to me, knowing the movie, and once again, I'm not trying to say that Giannis is a criminal. It's not the perfect comparison at all. I'm not saying that. But I'm going to play his little Wolf of Wall Street game. According to the movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, he was somebody who was a criminal, a white-collar criminal who was committing fraud, right? And they worked out a deal with, I think, the feds or somebody, right? And the bottom line is, when they worked out the deal, what part of the agreement was he was supposed to leave the company. So now, during this speech, he's supposed to give a speech about him leaving the company, but in the spur of the moment, he decides to stay with the company. Everybody goes crazy. They all happy. Hold on. They all happy. That is to symbolize the people of Milwaukee.
The show goes on!
Show goes on.
This is my home! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here!
So they're gonna need a wrecking ball to take me out of here. Do we understand what's happening in this movie? Do we understand what's happening in this movie? These guys are getting ready to go to jail. The parallel to Milwaukee is your team is trash, dog. You're getting ready to go to the lottery with no pick, with the worst swap. You got the worst swap with Atlanta. What do you think? Hold up. What y'all think Atlanta about to go and do? By the way, none of the Detroit Pistons people responded to me. I did call one of the Detroit Pistons people if you missed it. But he stood tall. I'm gonna tell you, if you just came in, I'm gonna tell you what the other Pistons said via text. But hold on. But what do you think, to bring it back to Giannis? Because y'all funny. Y'all thinking we out the Giannis sweepstakes and all these things. I'm about to give y'all a reality check because it's about to get real. The pressure is on New York City. What do you think the Atlanta Hawks? The Atlanta Hawks is 26. Oh, by the way, hold up. Whoa. Time out. Wait a minute. Hold up. Nope. We're not doing it. To all you guys that watch the Knicks in 10 show, what did I say earlier? Where did I say the Charlotte Hornets are going to be? J-Tap. Where did I say the Charlotte? J-Tap. Where did I say the Charlotte Hornets were going to be on that Knicks in 10 show? I just keep getting this thing right. I think I need to stop. I think it's just too much. It's just too much getting stuff right. Y'all get mad when I say I told you so. And when Giannis becomes a Knick and I tell you I told you so, y'all going to be mad like, damn, this guy knows it all and he knows everything. No, I just studied the game. It's just so funny how I said that Charlotte, in the next 10 games, Charlotte will be in the play-in, and they're already in the goddamn play-in the same night I said it. Anyway, let me move forward. The Atlanta Hawks. They are in a position to push towards a number 8 seed. They're a game and a half back. They made moves to ramp up their team because they plan on going on a run. What makes you think the Atlanta Hawks has any desire to fall off when they know that you are going to fall off, Milwaukee? You're 4 games back, and you're going to continue to slide because there's no move that you can make to get better. So when Giannis is talking about the Wolf of Wall Street, I compare that corrupt organization in the movie to the mediocrity of Milwaukee holding on, celebrating and cheering a dude that really doesn't want to be there, that really is only concerned with himself. But he's scared to tell you to your face. That's all it is. You think the Atlanta Hawks is going to fail to allow the Milwaukee Bucks to reap the benefits? Either way, it's the worst. The Bucks would get the worst pick either way. So even if the Hawks would get the number 1 pick, or the Bucks would get the number 1 pick, it goes to the Hawks, and the Hawks would get the number 2. Even if that were to happen. So what are we talking about here? What are we celebrating, Giannis? Why you keep playing with your people's emotions, man? Legends don't chase, they attract. Now notice the message. Now here's the even crazier part that go over people's heads. He says legends don't chase, they attract. Does that sound like a message from a dude that wants to stay in Milwaukee? Okay, yeah, Giannis, you ain't chasing the team, but who you trying to attack? I'm going to tell you what this remind me of, y'all. I'm going to tell you what this remind me of. This reminds me of a scenario where you got a guy and a girl. Let's just put them in a school setting or work setting. No, let's put them in a college setting, right? So the guy likes the girl and the girl likes the guy, but they don't go out. But there are other guys who likes the girl. So what does the guy do? Smart guy would fall back and see exactly how she reacts with those other guys. In this case, the other guys are the Miami Heat, who failed, the Golden State Warriors, who failed, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who definitely failed in their attempts trying to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because guess what? The fact of the matter is, Giannis does not want to go to Golden State. The fact of the matter is that Giannis does not want to go to another Milwaukee in Minnesota. The fact that remains is that Giannis doesn't want to go to the Miami Heat. He wants to come to the Knicks. And the one key factor that all of you guys who don't want Giannis or don't like Giannis or I love my Knicks and you won't trade my Knicks and you can't trade this and you can't trade that and I love my Knicks. Let me tell you something. Leon Rose has already made his big move change this year before Jose Alvarado. Mike Brown was the change. Every year, there's a big change with the Knicks. Next year, there will be a big change with the Knicks. It's what he does. We don't stay with the same team and build. We've never seen that. We never seen Coach Tibbs get the opportunity to go into his sixth season and build off taking this team to the Eastern Conference Finals. No, we fired that for a multitude of reasons, not saying that is not justified, but we never got to see it. We never got to see the four Nova boys together. We never got to see Randall with the four Nova boys after going 12-2 in the 14-game stretch before Jaime Jaquez, Mr. 30 play Jaime Jaquez, took Julius Randle out the air. We never got a chance to see it. Why is that? Because Leon Rose doesn't give you an opportunity to build that. You know why? Because he's focused on winning. And he's going to make the move that he feels is best on winning. So when the Knicks weren't aggressive, that's when I began to realize the play. Oh, we're going to really see if Giannis wants to come to New York. We're going to allow the other teams to take the lead. Knicks are not aggressive. They love what they got. You know why? Because now, even though it's going to be, like I said, you're going to have to definitely trade more salary than you want to in the summertime. But here is the play. The play is to put Milwaukee in a desperate scenario. Because the longer he stays there without the extension, the more of a pressure-filled environment Milwaukee will have. Because I think Atlanta can make the playoffs, so you're not gonna get the top. Oh, shucks. You're not gonna get the top pick, Milwaukee. You're not. That's gonna go to Atlanta. And they already got Jalen Johnson and Zachary Ricochet. And now imagine if they get one of the guards that's coming out. The Peterson, or the President Peterson. Imagine they get that kid. Because you're going to be terrible. Milwaukee, you're going to be terrible. You made bad decisions. That's why you lost. It's not because Giannis can't lead. It's because Milwaukee Bucks makes terrible decisions. The minute you, even before this, but the minute you fired the coach that took that team 30-13 and you fired that man, yeah, Milwaukee was destined to fail. Even before that, but that right there, you were destined to fail. Maybe that guy would have saved your whole empire, but now Giannis wants out. So Giannis didn't say, yeah, Milwaukee, let's get the deal done. He's playing these people, yo. All these people in the office are fools. Y'all going to jail. They're all dumb. You're going to jail. Milwaukee, you're going to lose Giannis for nothing. You might as well come take this Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby package and go about your way, dog. What are we talking about here? Are you kidding me? I'll be back with more of your calls after this message. It's going down Friday the 13th, the first ever of its kind. The 24-hour live stream that we're going to do, we're going to break history. This is the Knicks Fanathon. The only way to catch this live stream is to come to the YouTube channel because, listen, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Right now, we're around 2,200. The goal is to boost this up to a high level. And listen to me. I am prepared to go more than 48 hours if I had to, because the goal is to take this channel to 10,000. And look, I'm prepared and I'm ready. It's going to be an action-packed show. We're going to have a lot of special guests. You're going to want to make sure you tuned in all the shows you love, from the Blue and Orange Brunch to Level-Headed Knicks Talk to Knicks Nocturnal to Where There's Smoke, There's Fire Fridays. Listen, all of the shows is going down on a special day. We're going to bring in All-Star Weekend and celebrate it the right way. You can only do so by making sure you tap in, subscribe, share this with a friend, because they want to also be a part of this history, because it's the first of its kind. And I look forward to seeing you there Friday the 13th. Big time salute. It's going down, man. Friday the 13th, 24 hours. We're going to get it done. And you guys got to be here to witness it, man. So continue to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because a lot of you guys watch and you guys are not subscribed. 56.6% of our viewers in the last 28 days are not subscribed. You guys got to make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, man. Hit the bell icon so you get all the notifications. So that way you can make sure you're here to witness history on February the 13th. Big time salute to everybody in the chat. I do appreciate you. Let me see. I will take a peek. Let me see what my channel members are talking about. Big time salute to Cash. He's got to be trolling fan. He is. Because if you from Milwaukee and you don't understand what this movie is, then you need to go watch the movie, because it don't end well. The people that are celebrating, they all are going to jail. It does not end well in Wolf of Wall. It's not a happy, yeah, let's go, we can continue scamming and doing what we're doing. No, dog. The empire comes crashing down. That's why I laugh at the reference. It's a crazy reference. Big time salute to Zach. Yep, hell yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, if I was the GM and we win the championship, I'm gonna go get Giannis. Period. I don't give a damn about none of that. I want to win another one, because none of these other champions won another one. They ain't win another one. So if you cool with being one and done, I'm not a one and done type of dude. I want to win another one. So yeah, I'm gonna enhance my chances to win, especially with a team like Milwaukee that's gonna be desperate. I'm telling you right now, the reason why Giannis did not go to Golden State has nothing to do with the package. It had everything to do with Giannis not wanting to be under Curry's limelight. Giannis shut it down. I'm good, because he would have been a Warrior. Easy. All the picks they were offering, they had like 4 picks. Milwaukee couldn't get nothing better. That was the best package they could have got. Giannis turned it down, not Milwaukee. Milwaukee not getting the deal done works in our favor. And if you can't see it, you just blind, man. You need to call Stevie, man. Because you need to figure out how he gets around because you just blind, brother. The only way that could change Giannis from coming to New York is if the Knicks win the championship. And Leon is like, but Mitch. That's the only way. That's the only way. But if this team goes to the finals and gets embarrassed by anybody, you don't think they're going to pull the trigger? Do you know how it feels to be embarrassed? You think that you want to experience it again if you can help it? By going out there and executing? And bringing that man to New York so he could be a multi-billionaire and be labeled the greatest player on the planet? Because that's what it's going to be. And if y'all can't see the play, I'm telling you, I saw the play. This is why a couple of days ago, I was like, all right, we good. The only reason why I had my meltdown the other day was because I thought Pat Riley convinced this guy because what they kept saying was Miami was second behind New York. So I'm like, damn. How bad does he want to go to Miami? Because all of these teams besides Minnesota, they're going to do whatever it takes. They know what it takes to win a championship. They've done it. You're talking about the Warriors bringing KD there. You're talking about Miami getting Shaq, getting LeBron. They know how to do it. Even though Bob Myers is not there, but who's it, GM? He was there. He was like an assistant. So he's seen it. He's been around the culture. Whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. Anyway. So that's just what it is, y'all. That's just what it is. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. Because you could deny it all you want. The truth, look at these Detroit dudes. They all missing it. I'm disappointed in Detroit, y'all. Y'all ducking the smoke. This is how I know tomorrow these guys ain't gonna want to answer the phone. Because tomorrow I'm not even giving a heads up. I only did it tonight because I was trying to be respectful. But we did call Detroit hater number 2 up. And he wanted to talk again, but I was like, nah, not tonight, brother. If you want to talk more, you know what you got to do. You got to hit the call back, brother. But I just wanted to get his assessment of those guys getting cooked by the Washington Wizards. That's all. This was a teaser as to what's going to take place tomorrow night. Because tomorrow night we were going to go in. Where there's smoke, there's fire Fridays. That's what we doing. That's the energy we bringing on Friday. I got 7 Detroit haters. Maybe 6 now because this other dude is like, yo, man, y'all got it. Y'all go into the finals. Yo, it's funny, man. It's funny, man. I take it, though. And we go into the finals whether you believed it or not, sir. We were going to beat you. That's one thing I do know. You guys are overhyped. Overhyped. No experience. You're going to get cooked. You're in over your head. You don't even know you lost. That's the crazy part. It's like chess. You don't even know you lost yet. I can't wait for tomorrow, yo. I'm doing my homework. They would talk about they got 21 wins. They got 21 wins by single digits. That's the second most in the NBA. I said, really, y'all bagging on that? We got 20 bona fide blowouts. 20 of them. It's really 22, but I took out the single digit blowouts. I just dealt with the double digit blowouts. We got 20 double digit nasty joints. Smacking teams by 20-something. We just went to overtime for the first. It took us 51 games to go to overtime. We don't go to overtime. It's either we get smoke or we gonna smoke, period. That's just how it works. Yeah, I'm doing my homework, man, on the Detroit Pistons. They shoot 35% from 3. They gonna beat us. Guys, are they gonna beat us in the series shooting 35% from 3? Yeah, they got the 10th ranked offense. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Well, guess what? We got the 12th ranked defense. So we coming up. We got the number 3 offense, 12th ranked defense. We right there. Big time salute to the chat, man. Continue to smash that like button. I appreciate you guys' support. And somebody said Deuce might never be the same. Oh, God. Prayers up for Deuce, man. What we got? Oh, God. Y'all funny. Chat is cool, man. Big time salutes to you guys, man. Look, man, I might be back tomorrow with the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. We will be back tomorrow for Where There's Smoke, There's Fire Fridays. Have a great night. And until next time, as always, let's